So I told you the name of the booklet. This is two. I'm going to do one section out of it. It's called "Get the Number," which is followed by the section "Make it a Call."
I know, everybody take out their notebook. He's got a pen on the wall. You can take.
And it's four guys who don't know how to get the number and who don't know how to make the call. And it's like a legitimate concern. It's like either you know how to do it or you don't.
Legitimate concern.
And guys who don't know how to do it wish their dad had told them how to do it. And I'm telling you, 100% of the stuff works, and it's not like lopsided towards the guys and doesn't work for the girls. If the guys do this, it works for the girls too, trust me.
You need a background music?
I might.
Go for it.
Lay it down, my man.
Let's go.
All right.
Very excited.
First of all, why is it essential to, this section is called Get the Number. Now, why is it essential to ask for the number when you meet a girl and you're hitting it off with her? Why is it essential to ask for the number? We all know this guy that's like some girl, and all he does is talk about her for like 2 years. Everybody in the world knows that this guy likes this girl. The only person who doesn't know it is the girl. So, like, the feelings like well up in him, and like 2 years later, finally he has to tell her, and he like finally professes his love. I love you. I've always loved you. What does she say? Oh, that is so sweet. But you know, I've got a boyfriend. In fact, I'm engaged. So he just wasted like 2 years of his life, right? It's so stupid. So isn't it better to ask the girl? Now, the first thing you can do to find out, gauge a girl's interest level is to ask her for her phone number. Why? Because a girl who likes you will give you her phone number. If she doesn't like you, there's no way she's going to give you her phone number.
Is that true, ladies?
Now,
No.
hold on.
Let him finish.
Hold on. Stop.
Let it talk.
Questions come afterwards. Virtually every question in your girls' minds, I'm going to cover it here.
All right then.
Are you saying
Wow.
Now,
Let's get to it.
just because a girl gives you her number, it doesn't mean she likes you. But, you got your foot in the door a little bit. But if she won't give you her number, trust me, she doesn't like you. It's over. All right, so that's why it's so important right off the bat. You meet a girl at the party. It's important that you ask her for a number. This is your first chance to gauge whether she's somewhat interested, not interested, whatever. All right. How do you ask a girl for a number? It doesn't matter. When she likes you, she's going to help you. You say, man, that was really fun tonight. We should get together another time. What's your phone number? Or, there's a party coming up in a couple of weeks. I'd like to invite you. What's your phone number? And if you really hit it off with her, just say, so, what's your phone number? It doesn't matter how you ask for it. When she likes you, she's going to help you. Now, this is the important part. You're going to gauge her interest by what she does here. All right, you ask her for her phone number. Now, what does she do? Now, ideally, she's going to say a string of numbers, 10 of them, her area code, and 7 more numbers.
Ideally.
What if I don't get the area code?
You're in trouble.
Now, listen.
She's not that into you.
If she says the numbers, great. This is a good sign. It doesn't mean she likes you, but this is like the very first step. So you want to tap the numbers in your phone number and get out of there. Don't prolong the thing. Just make sure you use your cell phone. Get the number out. It might be the first number you ever got. Pretend like you know what you're doing. Type it in and get it out of there. Now, most guys do pretty good when you get up to that point. Like they've done that, and when the girl gives the number, they do pretty good up to that point. It's when things don't go exactly like that they get confused about what the girl meant. Well, here's the thing, guys, and this is like the main lesson to take from this. Don't be confused. If she doesn't give you her number, she is not interested at all, 100%. So don't worry about it. That's good. You want to know that because then you can move on to the next one. But you can preserve your dignity in these situations. And I'm going to talk about some of the ways you can preserve your dignity and be cool.
That should be good.
And keep your ego intact when she won't give you the number. I'll be honest, most of the times the sisters are cool. They'll give you their number, even if they're not interested in you, just because in the truth we're cool, everyone will do that. But there's going to be some times when you're not going to give a number and you want to keep your ego intact. Alright, so here's some of the things that you want to keep in mind. This section is called Never Let Them See You Sweat. You can't let them see you sweat.
Actually, I'm really glad we had this.
These are all actual little things that girls say when I or people I know have asked girls for their phone number. This stuff is gold. Listen up, guys.
Listen up, guys. You should YouTube this.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Now remember, the main point you want to take away from this section is if she doesn't give you the number, she's not interested. Now, don't get all uptight about it. Let her off the hook. You know, people are probably always hitting her up for a number. So just like, try to say something funny and get out of there. That's the main point. No, seriously.
Get out.
But let the sister off the hook. Don't be one of these guys that's like, oh, so you think you're too good for me? Well, that's not going to get you anywhere. So just say something funny, let her off the hook, and get out of there. Relax. All right, so what if she says, oh, let me give you my email instead? All right, well, guys, is she interested if she says that? No, she's not interested. She's only interested if she says numbers. 10 of them are area code and a phone number.
It's the one included in front of the area code.
It's the
One
one
included. The one is included.
Exactly.
Just trying to make
And a 1, 11, okay.
Just trying to make sure. 'Cause I
So
got
you
nothing
know
else.
she's not interested, but you're not going to let her see you sweat. You could say something like, you just got out of jail for hacking computer networks, and one of the terms of your parole is you can't go near a computer, and say, you know, but it's nice meeting you. Have a good night. That's it. Get out of there. What if she says, this happens. What if she says, I don't feel comfortable giving out my number to people I've just met? Well, you know she's not interested, but don't let her see you sweat. Say, oh man, you're right. I never thought of that. And I just gave out my number to all these girls at the party. Give her a wink and get out of there. So now her head's spinning. She's like, this guy's too cool.
Right. Now she likes you.
Girls, tell me you haven't done this one, girls. She says, give me your number instead, and I'll give you a call. Guys, when she says that, is she
That's
interested
no
or
good.
not interested?
No.
I'm getting the real sex.
So, guys, the best thing to say in that situation is lean in and whisper, do you guys still fall for that? Give her a wink and walk away. Yeah, that's the meanest you're ever going to get. And that's not really mean. She's going to be like, man, how did he know? Or even better, this is the only time you can turn it back on her, say, oh, you know, I don't feel comfortable giving out my number to strangers. That's the meanest you're ever going to get. All right. She says, this happened to me one time. Oh, you can get my number from so-and-so. All right, is she interested?
Oh.
No. I actually used that line on a girl. You can get my number from so-and-so. I feel so dirty inside. All right. Just say, oh no, I got a restraining order against that person. Give her a wink and walk away. So the idea is, it doesn't matter if you remember those specific lines. You're not remembering lines. The idea is you're going to let her off the hook. If you can make a joke, get her laughing and walk away, it's good. And the reason it's good is because you know she's not interested, but guess what? She's going to tell all her friends you asked her for a number.
Yeah.
But when they come up and say, you know, I liked him. He's kind of cute. He's kind of handsome. She's going to say, you know what? You know, I'm not into him, but you know, he's a cool guy. You know, because you didn't come strong. You didn't you let her off the hook. They respect it. That's for you guys. All right. To summarize, get the number. 1, ask for the number. That's the first way you're going to find out if you've gotten the foot in the door. If she doesn't give it to you, you're out. If she does give it to you, it doesn't mean she's interested in you. There's a lot of reasons why people give you their phone number. We're going to get that in the next section, make the call. But you have something to go on, and it's better than being that guy that for 2 years loved this girl to find out that she wasn't interested and just wasted his life. So that's point 1. Ask for the number. 2, you're going to listen to what she says and gauge her interest by listening to what she says.
Men listen?
No, they don't, but if they did, that would be such a nice thing.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Remember, if you don't get the number,
To get the number,
good.
they do.
That's fine if you don't get the number. You know she's not interested, and you can move on to the next one. Great, that's wonderful. It helped her, it helped you. And if you do get the number, great. That's a great start. Now what? Stay tuned for the next part. Make the call.
Make the call.